Courtside in San Antonio with Spurs assistant and also Boomers assistant Matt Nielsen, a very familiar face. And unfortunately for the Spurs tonight, it's a few minutes after a tough loss, but this is such a young team with so many young stars that are contributing down the stretch in the fourth quarter. How do you get a read on a fourth quarter and a finish like that?
Yeah, it is hard because we lost, and so it's a very disappointing part of the game. But we did just have a quick debrief, and I think when we really weigh up how our guys are trending and situations like this last year and how we would have handled it, definitely a lot of progression that we're pretty excited about.
Yeah, I think that was going to be my follow-up. So last year it took until January for your sixth win. You've already got the 6 wins, and a lot of the numbers are trending in the right direction. So what is growth, or how do you keep the guys? Because you can see that they were flat after this game, despite the fact it was a pretty good performance.
Yeah, and I mean that's the best part. They're very competitive, and so they last year was we had that stretch. I think it was 17 games we lost, and that was really rough. The guys learned from it. We had a better second half of the season, so I think even the carryovers coming into this year, obviously we've got a couple of veterans that are very, very helpful along the way. But no, all in all, I think everyone's progressing the right way for what we're after.
So I was very fortunate to just be sitting up here right near your bench, and I just had my eyes on CP3 the whole entire night because of the communication that you're talking about. There was a challenge early in the game, and it looked like interim head coach Mitch looked at CP3 and he said, yes, review it, and then he did. What is the influence that he has in his team? We know he's so vocal and communicative with the team.
Look, I think the best part about it is he does communicate a lot, and it's great, especially for our young guys, especially when he chooses to do that, those real money moments, the guys he has all their eyes, and that's really important. But with the coaching staff in general, he's been great. He talks, but he takes all the feedback. He's been fantastic to deal with.
We know under Pop and this Spurs organisation for so long, it's so well organised, and the assistants go down the list. There's some of the big names in coaching now. What is the responsibility shift, or does it feel like you guys are able to just continue carrying on the roles you are, with Pop obviously away for a little while?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best part, is that the whole time in here, Pop's teaching you how to coach, how to be ready in moments and things like that. So he's empowered us the whole way through. So in this moment, we're kind of ready to go, and we understand what we've been trying to do was the same when Pop was here. So he'd be expecting that, and we feel like we're going okay with that.
For you, 5-6 years here now, after being with Perth and winning a whole bunch, what is special about the Spurs organisation? We know for Australia we've had some guys on the court that have got it done, but certainly now the coaching ranks with you as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic place. I've been lucky enough to be involved with it for a long time now. I came in the video room back in 14-15 to work out if I wanted to do this kind of stuff. So, no, I'm very fortunate, and it's a winning organisation, but there's a whole lot of, you say culture, whatever, but it is really the culture that holds this thing together. But a lot of that is the family, and that's each other's families, but also the way we treat each other with the respect and stuff like that. And I think it's a really fun place to work because everybody's pushing the same way.
One Wemby question I've got for you. So he scores 50 a couple of nights ago, and if you're 20 years old, you'd think that there would be an opportunity to really be happy with yourself over the last 2 days and enjoy that achievement that he had. And yet it doesn't seem like he's built that way. It does seem like he is different. What don't we see away from game day?
Yeah, like you've read it very well. He's a competitor above everything else. He's an amazingly intelligent and mature human being for the age as well. But it's a competitiveness that sets him apart, and I haven't really seen anything like it. So yeah, I mean, there's a world where he's sitting in there saying, I should have got 50 again tonight. So yeah, definitely views the world a bit differently. But it's been good watching his development, and there's so much more to go.
Hey, two Boomers ones. I know you got to travel. Dyson Daniels again tonight had another 25 points and 6 steals. He's had 6 steals in 4 straight games. And before the Olympics, Gorge was saying that we saw it early in training camp. He was different. He was going to be the guy. Did you see this in Atlanta based on what we saw in Paris?
Well, in a funny way, if you had asked me like a year ago or whatever, but the kid I saw in Paris was amazing. Every day I was looking at him, and I know some of the Atlanta front office or whatever, and I'm sitting there thinking they must be like holidaying right now, like watching him do what he was doing. So I actually think, Paris, he was so impressive from day dot and the way he went about it. So I'm really happy for him, and I mean, it's crazy numbers that he's doing right now.
Last one, I would get in trouble if I didn't ask you. There is a Boomers coaching job up for grabs. Is that something that you will put your name in the mix for, or something that you aspire to potentially for the World Cup in LA?
Yes, yeah, no, I'm very interested in that. It means a lot to me, and it is definitely something I'm putting my hand up for, and we'll see how it goes.
You like it? Matt Nielsen, I know it was a tough night for the team, but we appreciate the time.